It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a play fake. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A throw over the middle, taken in. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now Jones.
He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Muscles him off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check back 6.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2nd and 20.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rodgers now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, he'll find Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Swift.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Second and 10.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
To throw on third down, Jones. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A give. This is Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Mike 20. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Cut 19. 20, Mike 20. Go, go, go.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. 18, Randall. 44 is Mike. Check. Danny. 44.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. 44 is Mike. Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Saints 17, Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Saints 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go hard.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Saints 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Jordan Brooks able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over the middle, it's complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On second down, Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Once again, it's Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, Seattle.
On play action, Rodgers.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards on each of the last two plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On play action, now Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be in it.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Dances by him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey,
touchdown, Seattle.
Brevin Jordan,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that is incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just